You're welcome back to my channel once again, and today we are looking at what you need to know before applying for the Ghanaian passport. I did a video on this I think some months ago, so I'm going to leave the link in the description box and also leave the link to the website in there too for you to check it out. So let's move straight. So before we start, what you need to know is that with this application, it's online, and either you buy a voucher from the bank or you pay through mobile money. As I said, details are in that video, so you can just go and watch that. So you need a passport picture. Either you take it and then upload it directly, or you just scan hard copy and get a soft copy. So you put in your details by your names and your gender, date of birth, where you were born, your height, eye color of your hair, and all those stuff, your citizenship, whether you are married, your profession, your previous profession. And let's come to a very detailed information here. When you're applying for the passport, you need a birth cert. So you have to get the biometric birth cert. So you get your birth cert, you put in your document number on the birth cert. When you look at the birth cert, there is a serial code on the birth cert, and the date it was actually issued to you is also there, and the place it was issued. All these details that you are seeing here can be found on your birth cert. So let's move on. So you also need another very important document, which is either your national identification card, which is popularly known as Ghana card, or your social security number, or your valid ID number, which is the voter's ID number. So you can use any of this, whether the new voter's ID card or the old voter's ID card, it doesn't really matter. So you put in your telephone number and make sure you add your email, an active email of course. Then you come to the digital address code. With the digital address code, what I did was that I downloaded a digital address app and generated a code there, and used that same code that I generated for my house number. So it can be done that way, and your street name and your postal address and your suburb, the city you reside in, the country, and the rest. But when it comes to this column, please pay attention: country of residence, zip/postcode. So you can actually use your GPS address number, but make sure when you want to use your GPS address number as your zip code, what you should make sure is that you take the first 4 digits. That is going to be your zip number. So when you look at this is my zip number, GK0563. The first 4 digits additional to the GK, that's going to be your zip number. So let's go to your educational background. So educational background, you write your educational background, where you started school from, the address and stuff. Yeah. And citizenship. So with here, this is where sometimes it gets a bit complicated and you need to put in a lot of details. You give in your father's name, whether he's living or dead, the telephone number where he or she hails from, the digital address system again of your father, postal address. If your father is a citizen, you put in there. If it's a Ghanaian citizen, you add it. And also your mother, same details with your mother too, and the GPS address and everything. Then you add your grandparents. So you add your grandparents' name, whether they are living, their telephone number. If they have an email, you add it. If they don't, you leave it. Where they are hailing from, and their digital address system, their postal address, and all. Mind you, you can still use your personal address, your personal postal address as your parents' address or as your grandparents' address. It doesn't really matter. And also, this place is where sometimes it gets a bit tricky. Your guarantor. See, you're applying for a passport, you need 2 guarantors. People who guarantee that you are truly a Ghanaian. So this could be either a relative or a boss at work or any random person who you know that can guarantee for you that you're a Ghanaian in case there is any issue. That person might be held liable. So you should know who guarantees your passport for you. So that person's name and the occupation of the person's telephone number, residential address, where you can still use your digital address system. The second person's name, their profession and their number and whatsoever. And witness. This is where it gets sometimes a bit difficult to get somebody to be your witness. Mind you, witness is different from guarantor. With a witness, it could be your family member, any other person. With your guarantor, it could be any other person can guarantee for you, providing the person is a Ghanaian and knows you. That's all. But with a witness, it's a bit dicey. With a witness, you need somebody who is a lawyer or a head of an institution, whether a private institution or a government institution, or a top military officer or a top police officer, or a doctor, a medical doctor, or people who have higher rank in society, a reverend minister, a headmaster of a school. All these people can be your witness to your passport application. Mind you, the person needs to, after you fill the details of the person's business address, the person's residential address, telephone number, business number, you still need a person's card, either the voter's ID card, the Ghana card, or SNIT card. After that, you put in all details of the person's card and everything here. So after you've done that and printed out your hard copy, you will still need the person's your witness's signature on the printed application that you just printed, and you need the person's stamp on it. So that's where it gets a bit tricky. So make sure your witness is not just any other person, but somebody who is qualified to be your witness. So after you are done with all this, that means that you're okay to submit your passport application. And it will take some time for you to actually get replies and stuff. But after you've done with the application, you'll be given a choice to pick your center depending on your region and your region. So if you actually picked Greater Accra region, you'll be given I think about 4 options also: Tema, Rage, and then I think the headquarters. I think they opened one somewhere recently, making 4. So you'll be given all these options, and all these options will be coming with specific dates and time. All this will be coming with specific dates and time. So you just pick any of them that suits your time and suits your day or something, and just apply and submit. And the specific day that you chose and time, you have to be there on time and proceed to take your pictures and your biometric. So if you need more details on this, I will leave the link to that video I was talking about. I spoke on stuff on that issue detailed, so you can just go and then find out. So these are the details you need to know before applying for the Ghanaian passport. I sometimes don't see reason why people have to go and pay huge amounts of money for middlemen to acquire passport. It is so simple. Just take your time and go through and put in the right information, and your passport will be ready in no time, probably in 3 weeks express, probably in a month you get your passport. Don't waste your money on Guru Boys. Thank you for watching, and please do me a favor by subscribing, sharing and liking my video. Thanks for watching. So bye.